we just lost him last year. I got to ask you about, another great man, Specs Howard himself. What was it like to get to know him?
Him and we had some really great conversations, especially towards the end of me working there, because his parking spot at the school was right outside of my office. And so he would flash his lights when he would pull up that he was ready for assistance coming in. Because, he had polio. And so the man walked with a walker a good chunk of his life. And so if it wasn't myself that was able to help him, he had like 3 or 4 people. But a lot of times it was me because I was right there. I'd wave to him and I'd go out there and help him bring his stuff in. And just that small little walk from his car to his office, we had some of the greatest conversations. And I'll never forget the one day he said, "Hey, I actually caught you on the air this morning," because I was filling in at whatever radio station I was at the time. And it was like, the first time you could tell your parents are really proud of you for something that you did. Yep. Yep. It was that rush over me. Like, I couldn't even speak. I was like, "Thank you, sir. Thank you." Like, I wanted to cry. I wanted to hug him. I think I did do both, actually. And just hearing his stories and, of the good old days, that even if I couldn't relate to it because it was, the way radio was before I got into it. It was so fascinating. And that man was such a great storyteller.
Yeah. I mean, he could spin some yarn, so no question.
He knew the true art of painting the picture, and he was so good at that. He was just so dynamic, and even just the way he told the story. Like, I just wanted to be one of his grandkids that he sat and read a bedtime story to, because he was just so good and dynamic and amazing, and I miss him.